North Carolina, Deputy Josh Hoppy Hopkins is responding to a 911 emergency call.
Somebody's called 911, hung up. We have quite a bit of these. The place we're going, we've had a lot of calls there. His name is Robert Mihala. I would say we get calls from Mr. Mihala at least 4 to 5 times a week. He calls us a lot. Sheriff's Department. What do you say, Robert? Doing all right? Did you go call?
Well, I started to go, and then there were some people in the back room.
Okay, this guy reminds me of my next door neighbor. Her name is Darla, and she supposedly works for the government. It's some department within the military, I believe the army, and she makes signs, I think she said. She's crazy as fuck. And I don't understand how she acquired a, what do you call it? Security clearance. Because you have to have a security clearance to work in that level of government or something like that, right? So she acts just like this guy. Her eyes look just like this guy. And everyone who's schizophrenic, and it's like 18 levels above bipolar, it's on some super, super souped up level of schizophrenia. All of their eyes look just like this. Pay attention to people. When they hear voices, they see people, they're always thinking somebody's after them. My neighbor, Darla, she takes her trash down the street to everybody's house. She's afraid of me, so she will not put her trash in front of my house. But she carries her trash around in the middle of the night between the hours of 11 p.m. and, well, actually, we have seen her as early as 8:30, 8:15. So I would say between 8:30 p.m. on Thursday nights and the hours of 3 a.m. Between those times, she has been seen dragging her trash, making multiple trips, sometimes as many as 4 to 8 to 10 trips, to place her trash in front of other people's houses. Because to her, somebody's watching her, and she doesn't want them to go through her trash if she puts it in front of her house. So she places it in front of other people's houses. Crazy as fuck. And then she accused me of trying to kill her dog. I actually like her dog. I actually love her dog. His name is Hershey. I actually like the dog. It's her I don't like worth shit. I could give two shits about her. But I really loved her dog. Her dog is awesome. However, she always told me that her dog tried to bite her and that he, sometimes turned on her and attacks her. It's because the dog knows she's crazy as shit. Animals know when you're batshit crazy. They can feel that energy, that cuckoo-ness. They know when you're fucked up. Her dog didn't want to be in her damn house. That's the problem. Her dog knew she was crazy as shit. So she gave her dog away to her father. I know that dog is so happy. And he's probably feeling like, well, why in the hell didn't you do this years ago? I had to live with your crazy ass for 5 years. What the fuck? And now you give me away when I'm old? When I'm older? This woman is retarded. Then she accused me of blowing leaves in her yard, or throwing leaves, well, not blowing, throwing leaves in her yard. So I'm somehow in charge of Mother Nature. I can control the wind. Let me just tell you, I'm getting ready to build a wall. I am actually hiring contractors to put a big cinder block wall between my property and hers because I don't want to catch a case. I didn't live to be the age that I am to end up in jail because I beat a crazy bitch's ass. And she actually approached me last summer, almost like she was going to jump over her fence in the backyard and attack me or something. And the way she approached me and screamed my name and "You're trying to kill my dog." Yeah, this bitch is crazy as fuck, and she reminds me of this guy reminds me of her. Listen to this crazy fucker.
He said, "You call, we'll kill the rest of your cats." Well, they've already killed one cat, and
Well, you got in your pockets. What in the world is that, Robert?
I have about
Hold up.
20 keys.
I want you to hear what this guy said. He said some voices in his house told him if you
You
call,
gonna call?
they're going to kill the rest of the cats.
Well, I started to call, and then there were some people in the back room, and then they said, "You call, we'll kill the rest of your cats." Well, they've already killed one cat, and
Damn, he
Well, you
looks
got
like
in your pockets.
Darla.
What in the world is that, Robert?
He looks just like Darla.
20 million
I think that's her
There
brother.
ain't no trouble. I just make sure you ain't got no gun or nothing in there on me. You want me to go check it out? Well, where's the people hiding at now?
They were in our utility room.
What do you lock your utility room?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. and
They
let
got
you do a
people hiding in the utility
because
room.
I've got it locked.
God, what's that dust from, man? Fire extinguisher?
Thank you.
What in the world did you spray your fire extinguisher at?
It was earlier this afternoon. If I had to.
Let's get out of here. God, man, that fire stuff. So you sprayed that? Get out of here.
Wait,
God,
wait. Look at that guy. Look. Hold up. See that face right there? He looks just like my neighbor Darla. Damn. That's how she looks. Without the facial hair and stuff, but damn, that's how she looks. You see those schizophrenic eyes? You see those eyes? And this woman has a security clearance. At least she said she works for the government and she works for the Department of the Army or some form of the military, and she makes signs. So whatever department that is, she works in the department that makes signs. But what I'm saying is, what the fuck? She has a security clearance. Are you serious? And when I first met her, she tried to tell me something. And I said, fuck no. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't tell me nothing. Okay? People get killed for shit like that. So she said, so if there's ever an emergency and they need to do an evacuation or something, like it's a state of emergency and we all need to flee, I can tell you where you can go. You can come to my job. And I said, do what? She said, so you can go to my job and you can just tell them my name. And I said, go to your job and do what? Well, if there's an emergency. I said, what kind of emergency? Well, like evacuation. I said, well, if we ever have an evacuation, I'm going to go pick up my mother who's out of state. So I'm going to drive and get my mother. All right. I'm not going to be driving to your job. Well, I told everyone else. I said, you told everyone else what? Well, and then she started naming people, okay, other neighbors that she told this information. So then I said, don't you have a security clearance? Like, don't they tell you stuff like you're not supposed to share that type of information? You're kind of forbidden. She said, yes, well, I'm not supposed to tell anyone. I said, then why are you telling me? Yeah, she got that quiet. And she said, well, I just, want you to come up there too. So I'm going to tell you where it is. And then she began to talk. And I said, fuck no. Hell no. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Don't tell me shit. I don't want to know. Okay? People get killed for less. Okay? If they tell you not to share something, stupid, don't share it, stupid. And the reason why I'm saying her name, I actually hope they see this video and they actually contact me or something. She really is crazy as fuck. And everybody in the whole community call her cuckoo. She's batshit crazy. And she told me she was glad that I moved next door to her because I could protect her and, I could watch out for her. I said, no, I'm not your savior. Okay? I'm not your savior. If you feel as though you're in danger, and why do you feel like you're in danger? That prompted me to ask. She said, well, people been looking in my windows and someone has been stealing my trash for 9 years. 9 years. So then a couple of weeks later, I found out from another neighbor that she has only been living in the house for 5 years. But she says that every Thursday, some men in black suits come to her house and take her trash, all of her trash. And they have been doing this for 9 years. So I said, so why don't you call the police? I have some friends, I know some people. Maybe I can put you in contact with some people if you have something like this going on. I knew she was full of shit, but I just wanted to call her bluff. So I hounded her to the point, like every day, 2-3 times a day. I said, so are you ready to talk to the police? I'll actually go downtown with you. I'll go to police headquarters with you and I'll sit with you while you make this, report. She finally said, well, no, I have some people at my job that I can talk to and they can tell me what to do since this is their area. I bet you she never mentioned that shit because she's a schizophrenic kook. And her dad is retired military. She claims she grew up on a military base or bases. And for some reason, she thinks she's holier than thou. She thinks she's special. And she called our other neighbors white trash. And she thinks she's better Caucasian than they are. And I come to realize, as we all did, this woman is batshit crazy, for real. And she's the type of crazy that she can get somebody hurt. Because to say that someone tried to kill your dog and to act like you're scared of them or something like that, that's slander. And it only takes one person to believe a lie. That's all it takes. So that's my cuckoo neighbor. Her name is Darla. I don't know her last name because if I did, I would say it. So, yeah. Hello, Mr. Government people, whomever you are. Holla back so I can tell you who this crazy bitch is. Because y'all need to get rid of her off your roster. And with a security clearance and she's crazy as shit, why does she even work for you? Don't you guys notice the shit that she does? And that crazy stare that she has, that look? I mean, come on. I met the lady and day one I knew she was fucked up. So how come you guys don't know it? Are you that pressed for help? That's her eyes right there, I'm telling you. That's Darla. That's Darla's twin brother right there.
You sprayed that?
Yeah.
And you sprayed that because somebody in there was starting a fire?
Yeah.
Who? These people that keep haunting you?
Yeah.
This fool sprayed a fire extinguisher in a room and then locked the door. There's no way out. So if he locked the door, once he unlocked it and the police officer went inside, wouldn't the people still be in there? Yeah. Right.
Deer cameras, they sense motion. Then, if there's motion in there, you can bring it to us. We can charge them for you.
They come through my windows and
That's
our
Darla.
cats.
That's
Our
Darla.
second cat that they've killed.
If we can catch them, I promise you I'll take them all to jail for you.
Donna,
Hey, get you some
Penny.
deer cameras, buddy.
This is Darla right
Well,
here.
There you go. That was a 911 hang up.
To
right
my
there.
other neighbor Donna
Had some interesting problems.
and her husband
I
Chuck
provided some interesting
and
solutions.
my sister Penny.
And
Yeah,
we'll leave it at that.
that was
Go to the next
Darla.
call.
That was Darla. He suggested this guy put deer cameras, like wildlife cameras, you know, the kind they put in the woods.
Yeah.
So, motion sensor
Was
cameras.
somebody in there was starting a fire?
Yeah.
Who? These people that keep haunting you?
Yeah.
Why don't you get you one of them deer cameras? They sense motion. Then, if there's motion in there, you can bring it to us. We can charge them for you.
They come through my windows,
That's just how she talks. She talked just like that.
poisoning our cats.
And she looked like that.
That's our
And she
second
accused me of
cat.
trying to poison her dog.
If we can catch them, I promise
Man,
you.
come on. She said that shit to me.
Some deer cameras,
That I
buddy.
tried to poison her
There
dog.
you go. That was a 911 hang up right there. Had some interesting problems. I
Oh,
provided
damn.
some interesting solutions. And we'll leave it at that. I'm going to the next call.
okay. I recorded this show. It's called Southern Justice. All right. And who would have thought? When did I record this? Let me see. Oh, wow. I recorded this. Okay, so it first aired in 2014, but I didn't record it that far back. I recorded this. It hasn't been that long ago. Hillbilly Justice. Hillbilly. Oh, wow. And they had another episode before this that somebody robbed the local pharmacy and they stole all of the oxycodone and they call that hillbilly heron. Heron. I can't. I can't. And this guy looks so funny. He's so hilarious. Because he's like, he calls us all the time. All the time. And I'm sure that when he's working, he is the officer that has to go to that guy's house all the time. Now let's get back to Darla. I can't believe how much that guy looks like my neighbor. And every single thing she said to me is what this guy says. Wow. So anybody else out there deal with schizophrenic people that, like, do you have any schizophrenic neighbors? I'm going to title this Schizophrenic Neighbors. Do you have schizophrenic neighbors? Anybody that they're always accusing people of trying to harm them and they accuse you of trying to kill their pets when they don't have any? Some of them don't even have any pets. And, you know, like, or if a leaf blows through the air or a piece of trash or something blows down the street, they actually accuse you. Okay, she accused me of, I think it was some McDonald's trash or candy paper or some bullshit. First of all, I don't eat fucking McDonald's, okay? I have not eaten at McDonald's in, let's see, what year was it? It was about '02. It was '02. Because I got sick as a dog. I had food poisoning so bad. And I knew better, but I went over there for my boss and it smelled so good. So I decided, okay, fall off the wagon and get 2 hamburgers or cheeseburgers. And that's when they were 2 for, you could get 2 for $1 or 2 for $1. They were actually 2 for $1. And my boss sent me over there for 8 cheeseburgers for himself, and he told me get whatever you want. So I just got 2 hamburgers for myself. And I think by the third bite, fourth bite maybe, I had a fever. I had a fever of 104 and 105. And I was so sick. And that's during the time that anthrax was out. I think whatever year anthrax came out, that's they were mailing anthrax in the mail. That's the year it happened, because we were dealing with the whole anthrax situation with our office building and all that, and being very cautious and all that kind of stuff. So it was that week. That's the week it happened. And they thought I had anthrax because I had a fever and I got sick and I was vomiting and all that stuff. So yeah. Wow. And she accused me of throwing McDonald's wrappers or paper or whatever trash in her yard. Bitch, I don't eat McDonald's. My cat does not eat McDonald's. I would not feed my cat McDonald's. Okay? The dog that I am getting, I would not feed McDonald's. And this heifer accuses me of throwing trash in her yard from McDonald's. Where the fuck did I get it from? We live not too far from a cemetery. Flowers from the cemetery, artificial flowers, the wind blows so hard. We get winds that are blowing at 60, 70 mile per hour wind gusts. And the wind blows stuff all over the place. So every now and then I would see these, artificial flowers in my yard, in my backyard. And I couldn't understand, where are these flowers coming from? And then one day I'm driving past the cemetery and I saw the exact same flowers on the side of the gravestones that are the grave sites that are really close to the street. And I saw the exact same flowers I had just picked up maybe an hour before. And I remembered that. So I was like, oh, that's where those flowers are coming from. So when I saw her that evening, I said, oh yeah, Darla, come here, let me tell you something. I said, remember those flowers that you were picking up in your yard and you were accusing me of throwing artificial flowers in your yard? I said, they come from the cemetery. And since you've been living here much longer than I have, you should know that. But it's just another thing to complain about. And then also, I am the only person of color of a brown skin in this community. So how dare I buy a house in this community and not ask her permission because she's white? So maybe that's it as well. I didn't ask her permission. So, interesting, huh? Now let's get back to the schizophrenic dude. I just want to show his face one more time. Can I just show his face one more time? No, not you, dude. He's so jovial. He looks like a cool person to hang out with. He'd be fun. Officer, whatever his name is. What was his name? Okay.
They sense
There's
motion.
Darla.
Then, if there's motion in
Hi,
there,
Darla.
you bring it to us, we can charge them for you.
They come through my window.
She talked just like this. That's her right there. Okay, wait. Let me do the eyes. Let me go back with the eyes. Yeah, that look. Did you see that look? Right there. That's her. That's her. That's her right there. That's her. That's Darla. If you cover... Okay, I'm going to tell everybody this. I'm going to send this video to everybody. So look, if you put your finger over the nose and the mouth, just cover the hair. And you just cover like the bottom of the nose and cover the hair and stuff, you'll see her face. That's her. That's that schizophrenic, crazy ass look that they all have on their face. And they all wear glasses majority of the time. They wear glasses and they wear the glasses just like that. And they have that round, bug-eyed, pop-eyed look. And it's like they stare off in space and they walk funny. They walk real funny, kind of sloped, kind of, I don't know, it's like slothish. And They shuffle maybe. I'm telling you, it's a look. They all have that look. It's the schizophrenic look. I'm telling you. Wow. I'm going to title this Darla's Brother. Schizophrenia has reached new heights. Yeah, I don't know. Some shit like that. Anyway. Smooches. Bye, Darla. Bitch.